Tomorrow. So this entire week has been like a public holiday, and there've been like festivities, and more likely is that he's passed out on the couch drunk. God damn it, Cristiano, god damn it. But enough about that, because we have our series, and spawning in the bottom left hand corner of 2000 atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Eximius Gaming. It is Fate. And spawning in the top right hand corner of 2000 atmospheres, we have the Peruvian Terran player representing Team LCE. It is Mako. Or Mako. Oh, there we go. Just adjusting some volume levels a little bit here. But yeah, wow. We're here, we're back. It's been a while since we've casted the Sentimiento Latino. Honestly, we were contemplating whether or not we should even cast today, not gonna lie, because I was up quite late last night casting ANZ Champs. You saw it in the intro screen. ANZ Champs did begin last week, Season 2. We are back. And yesterday was day 2 of the group stage, and it's been a lot of fun, honestly. I highly recommend checking out the VODs if you weren't able to watch it live, especially because obviously we had some Ducklings competing as well. Starduck and Oreo, they are honestly doing fairly well in the group stage so far of ANZ Champs. It's been really hype, it's been really exciting, and yeah, we like to enjoy ourselves there on that broadcast. Fun fact, this week we have 2 days of ANZ Champs. We had one day last night, and we are going to have another one right after Sentimiento Latino. I say right after, 3 or 4 hours after Sentimiento Latino ends. So I do have like a small period of time where I can, it's probably going to be 3 hours, maybe, fingers crossed, where I have to shower, get ready, get changed, and prepare for ANZ Champs. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a long day of StarCraft, because right after that, then we have Aces ROG. Oh boy, and then straight into tomorrow with Battle of the Americas and ESL Open Cup Asia. So a lot of casts this weekend. And just a bit of a reminder as well, outside of all these casts this weekend, we also have DreamHack. DreamHack is starting next week. It's here, it's upon us. It's shocking, I know. But it is already here, so yeah, I can't believe, like, time flies, mate. Time flies. Jesus. Speaking of, you know what? I'm gonna quickly message Patty Mac. For reasons. For reasons. You can deduce what that may be on about. But yeah, the game is slowly getting underway. Fate, he's a player who, if you remember, last season in DreamHack in the qualifiers, he actually did very well for himself. And if I'm not wrong, I believe Fate even made it to Desafiantes. I could be wrong about that, but I do recall Fate really impressing us, me and Darking, I mean, and we were able to cast him and follow him a little bit. And yeah, it's great to see him here in Sentimiento Latino. Again, he doesn't typically sign up to these weekly events, so it's great to see him here. And we'll see how he does. So far, everything is pretty standard, right? We had a standard opener. Very interesting wall here, finishing it off with the shield battery. We got some stalkers. Blink is on the way. What's important is that because the tech is a part of the wall, Mako sees everything. He has seen the Twilight Council. He sees it researching. He knows that it is going to be Blink Stalker. So now it's on Mako to respond. I'm a little bit concerned. He is working on a tank, so we will have a tank at least in the main base. But, like, you know, we don't have any bunkers yet. To be fair, he doesn't need them. Like, there's still time before the Robo finishes up and a War Prism finishes up and the rest of the gateways. But yeah, hopefully he can set up at home. Meanwhile, he's actually looking to be a little bit aggressive here, not going for something like Widowmine drops like we typically see, instead mixing things up a little bit here with some Banshees. And I was just talking about it. Yo, the War Prism, we got 3 pylons. Like, Fade is getting ready to go across the map and do a massive warp in. I feel like he's lacking a little bit in gateways. He only has 3. I'm a little bit surprised. Ooh, the Reapers actually slip in. They're gonna get a couple of probe kills, and at the same time, the Hellions slip into the natural. Oh, they are gonna be being picked off, but at least they are distracting the army buying a little bit of time here, forcing a warp in at home, which is honestly pretty important here. 3 Stalkers warp in. That means it's going to take a little bit before this Warp Prism can really be useful. And yo, the army's just waiting. Oh my god. I was waiting for the Banshee to just go across the map, but so far Mako's just chilling. Still no bunkers, which is really concerning me. I am terrified right now of Mako. He unsieges, he's pulling the boys, he's just sending it across the map, but Fate is getting ready to dive into the main. We could be seeing a base trade here. Hello? Okay, we're moving out, and we're moving in, and will Mako turn around? He turns around, he's gonna have to deal with this. Oh my god, the tank! Run away, tank! The Banshee! Oh my god, the Banshee gets taken down for free. The tank siege up on the low ground, question mark. The Marines are gonna have a hard time dealing with all these big Stalkers, and Fate is doing so well here. We have a third base behind this. He's not all in by any means. Another warp in. And again, pushing up a ramp into Blink Stalkers is so difficult to pull off. Mako, unfortunately, was out of position. He was in the middle of pulling the boys and attacking. Meanwhile, oh god, it looks like Fate does sustain a lot of losses. The War Prism was almost focused down, but almost is not enough. The War Prism is still alive. Like, this is still scary. It's still terrifying. Oh, another tank gets picked up. Marines are doing what they can. What's interesting and what's odd to me is, fun fact, none of these Raxes have add-ons. There's no stim, there's no combat shields, there's no +1, there's no upgrades at all. It's crazy. It's just vanilla Marines with tanks. It goes to show how committed he was earlier with that push and how he, I guess, intended to end the game. But the longer this goes on, the worse it is. There's no third TC, there's no upgrades, there's a starport, I guess, for a medevac. Oh my god. I just don't really know what the plan is from here other than pulling the boys and just going all in. But first he has to deal with the Stalkers that are in his face. They're here at the natural base. The CC is taking a lot of damage. The boys are being pulled to repair. Tanks do siege up, but one of them gets picked off and the others are stuck. They're stuck on the ramp. They can't get through. Oh god. And now Fate, he backs off. Yes, I said he backs off. Immortal, please. Okay. Immortal does back off, and now Fate, he's up on 3 bases. He's fully saturated, or he's about to be fully saturated. We do have charge on the way. This madman's getting a 4th base when the Terran is only on 2. We didn't even need the 4th, but he gets it anyway. What are we lacking here? I was about to say Forge and upgrades. There we go. +1 is finally on the way. I feel like Fate realizes how late it is, so he's like, yo, let's chrono boost that out. Let's try and make up for some lost time. Makes sense. He's also lacking in some gateways. I guess he did throw down 2 additional gateways, so that's definitely something. Meanwhile, it looks like the Banshee was taken out, and now here we go. Mako is pushing out. I keep saying Mako, it could be Mako, Mako. We'll see. But again, no stim, no combat shields. He's just going across the map. Because of this push, I kind of wish he pulled every single SCV. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do. He's here. Oh, the Zealot spots the army. All right, here we go, Fate. All you have to do is hold. No shield batteries. Yo, best case scenario for Mako. Tank siege up. Shell away. They do get a free Zealot. Amidst all of this, we have a couple of bunkers being thrown down to mess up some of the pathing. But the Zealot's coming from behind, and the entire army gets surrounded. Fate, he just crashes upon this. It looks like all the tanks are going to get picked up. The Immortals are going to fall, though. There's only 1 Immortal remaining, and Mako just barely is going to take this engagement. Oh my god. He's trying to finish up that bunker. He's running out of steam, though. That's what I'm worried about. Here come the reinforcements, and it's too much. GG gets called. And Fate takes game number 1. Oh, GG. I'm just looking at the chat right now. So he is drunk AF. Yes, he is. You know what? I should probably. Hold on. Let's have some fun here. As we are getting ready for our next game. There we go. That's better. As it looks like we're gonna have to remake a little bit here. There's an issue with the servers. As we fix some things here in the overlays. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're getting ready for game number 2. Meanwhile, as I catch up in the chat, of course, shout out to Fernando, exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat if you want to check out the Matcherino page for this tournament. And if you want to help support the tournament itself, you don't need to even put in a code. You just need to press the claim coupon button and you can add 50 cents for free to the prize pool. And I'm just quickly checking here. Oh my god. Shout out to Alpha X Sushi for contributing 25 USD. I say shout out to Alpha X Sushi. Alpha X are the main sponsors for Sentimiento Latino. That is why we have... Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say that's why we have an Alpha X logo. I believe we used to. We may have had some sponsorship changes. My mistake, my mistake. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player. He is red, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Fate. And spawning in the top left, we have the Peruvian El Peruano himself. He is blue. He is Terran, representing team Terran, representing team LCE. It is Mako. Or Mako. Por favor en el chat, si sabes cómo se pronuncia su nombre, let me know. Let me know. As El Machiko in the chat is saying that he's good friends with Mako and he's cheering for him. And honestly, I'll be real. Despite not having stim and despite not having combat shields, Mako's push almost broke Fate in the last game. I'm very impressed. It's one of those things where imagine if he did have stim. Honestly, stim would have made a huge difference there. And there's a world where maybe Mako was able to win the engagement and have enough to start snowballing. Maybe take out the third base, maybe go a little bit further into the natural. Winning the game would still be a little bit difficult, but there's a world out there where, again, there was a chance there for Mako. So I was very impressed with his push. I love the way that he was using his SCVs and throwing down some bunkers and messing up the AI. At the same time, Fate's macro was on point. The surround, the positioning. Oh boy, and speaking of surrounding and positioning, we may not see any of that because Fate is going for a proxy. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh no, shield batteries! Mako, please! We have a proxy Stargate. You know what that means, boys. That means we're going to be seeing some Void Rays, we're going to be seeing some Pylons, we're going to be seeing some shield batteries, and we're going to be seeing some Terran tears in the chat. Feels bad, man. Okay, so a couple of things. Reaper gets across the map, and if he gets in, he's gonna be like, yo, where's the pylon? Where is the pylon? There's something missing here, so he should be aware that something is wrong. Oh, he sees the pylon with the second Reaper. Yo, is he gonna get the probe? The probe! The probe! He gets the probe. No more shield batteries. He's going to be able to slow this down. Does he spot the... He does not see the Stargate. This is getting a little bit scary. He is working on his low ground base, which I feel like he should probably cancel. Not going to lie here. He needs to work on his army. What's a Hellion going to do right now? Nothing. He needs to start working on a Tech Lab, some Cyclones, the Starport, some Vikings, Engineering Bay. That is, of course, Euthermal's response, where as soon as you see this, throw down an Engineering Bay, start some goddamn turrets. Oh boy, meanwhile he's trying to focus on that pylon. The secondary probe has shown up to throw down those shield batteries. It looks like, ooh, both Reapers get picked off. Hellions are going to have a hard time. He throws down a bunker. Here come the shield batteries. GG gets called. Ah! Mako, please. He had such a good start. He had such a good start. Oh my god. GG. GG, well played. It was great for Mako to 1, scout his opponent, 2, focus down that probe and slow down the production of those shield batteries. That was an amazing start. but his response wasn't quite there. Again, like I think it probably didn't really click in his mind that it was a proxy Stargate because he never saw it, he never confirmed it, and because of that he was prioritizing Hellions and getting his CC up and running. You need to respond fast and correctly if you want to deal with proxy void ratio battery, otherwise it will just kill you. And god, just misread the situation a little bit. GG.